Many of us have a fear of snakes, and the very thought of establishing a refuge for the endangered timber rattlesnake population in a remote spot at the Quabbin Reservoir is making a lot of folks uneasy, to say the least. Tom French, the Assistant Director of MassWildlife's Natural Heritage and Endangered Species Program, spoke with Connecting Point correspondent Carolee McGrath to explain the program.
We're trying to keep the rattlesnakes from disappearing from the state. They're one of our greatest wildlife icons, really. They've been here for thousands of years. They've never disappeared. Many people don't even know we have them, but they're native species to Massachusetts. We are down to 5 small, isolated populations, ironically, all in state parks or state forest or state wildlife lands. So we're managing the ones we have among a lot of people. We have over 200,000 hikers at one of the sites with rattlesnakes. But the hikers are safe, they never get bit, their dogs don't get bit, but every year we lose some of our adults. They get killed by cars, by people deliberately. Even though it's a criminal offense to kill a rattlesnake in the state because it's a listed endangered species, they still get killed. And the bottom line is we're slowly losing them. So this project evolved out of a need to have one place in the state where we can protect the snakes from people. And so we have a wonderful arrangement in Quabbin where we have Mount Zion Island. We need a site that's at least 1,000 acres. This site is over 1,300 acres, so it'll hold an entire population forever. And the main important factor is that timber rattlesnakes cannot live just out on the landscape like other snakes can. They arrived here 9,000 years ago when we were in a warming spell climatically, and when it cooled, they have to go really deep to hibernate. So they're in these really unusual features on the landscape, these big boulder piles or talus under a cliff where they can get 10, 12, 15 feet down underground. And so because of that, behaviorally they imprint on their hibernation site in their first year when they're juveniles. And the rest of their life, they disperse out from that hibernation site, and then they have to come back to it every single fall for their entire life. And so that's why no population of rattlesnake, timber rattlesnake in all the Northeast has ever spread or expanded. They shrink and they disappear. But that's why every time we lose one, it can never become repopulated. They can't fly like birds or travel long distances like a bear, because we lost all our bear at one time, but they all came back. And they did it on their own 4 legs. But this is a site where, by design, we want to have a population of snakes that's safe from people. And as a result, just by design, people will never see one, because this is an island that's off limits to the public because of drinking water security.
So how are you going to do it? You're going to raise them somewhere else and then bring them in a few a year? Is that how it's going to work?
Yeah, we're using a process called head starting. And head starting is simply to take neonates, newborns, and keep them over, in this case, we'll keep them over 2 winters to grow them large enough that they're well, probably 1.5 feet or so, but large enough they're not snack food for everything in the forest. The mortality rates of newborns are almost complete. It's like 85 to 95%. And so what we want to do, what we're doing, because we've been head starting some of we have 2 populations on the verge of blinking out now, 2 of the 5. So this is becoming fairly urgent. And so we take the young and we keep them in captivity. So Roger Williams Park Zoo in Providence, Rhode Island is doing the head starting or the raising. We get them large enough that they're safe from most predators, and then we turn them loose. But we have to turn them loose in the early spring when the nights are cold, because they have to go into that hibernation site. And then from there in the morning, they'll come up to bask, go back in at night, and eventually disperse from there. And that dispersal behavior is what gets them imprinted on their hibernation site.
Were you expecting as much of, I guess, the pushback from people?
Well, no, but on the other hand, I guess it's not surprising, because this is a really unique scenario in wildlife management. Over half the American public, the adults, are afraid of snakes. That's what the Gallup poll says. There's not another species that any Fish and Wildlife agency in this whole country, from Alaska to Florida, manages, including wolves and mountain lions and grizzly bears and great white sharks, that even make it in the top 10. And so snakes are number 1. And so the criticisms we're getting are not science-based.
Okay, so
They're
let me,
emotional.
here's one criticism that I've heard. Can't they swim?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it possible
Yeah.
that they could
Yeah.
slither out
Oh, yeah.
and affect people in that way?
Oh, they're perfectly good swimmers, but they won't for a couple of reasons. One is, as I said earlier, they are imprinted on their hibernation site. So wherever they go, they have to turn around in the fall and get back. And they have a 1,300-acre island out here, which is a forested island. And that's the habitat they're in. That's the habitat they're really keyed in to, because they're eating chipmunks and white-footed mice. And they won't go very far. It's over 3.5-mile long island. Most snakes don't disperse past 2 miles for a male, which goes the farthest. Massachusetts record is about a little over 3 miles. And so that's not even the length of the island. So for a rattlesnake, which is a forest animal, like a gray squirrel, it's a forest animal. Why would a gray squirrel come out of a forest that's got all sorts of habitat and go down to the shore and swim across what looks like an ocean? It just don't do that.
What would you do if you see a rattlesnake and you're hiking in one of the locations you said?
Well, normally you'll see it more than 2 feet away and just stand still and step backwards, but step 2 steps back and you're perfectly safe. They don't chase anybody.
So once you step 2 feet back, can you start running? They don't chase, right?
You know, it's really, rattlesnakes, because they're venomous probably, they don't take off like another species might. A black racer would take off. Timbers tend to coil up and stand their ground, and so you can walk right around one. And as I say, it's a criminal offense to hurt one. So, you know, it really is a legal responsibility to leave it alone, walk around it.
So I guess one question I have, you know, they're not cuddly. I
No.
think maybe that could be,
But
that
they
could
are
be.
impressive icons, and there's a certain segment of the public that really is impressed and infatuated with snakes.
Well, they're on the flag of "Don't tread on me," correct?
They were the icon for the colonial Marines right here in Massachusetts when we were going, trying to get our independence in the Revolutionary War.
Well, tell us about the mandate that you have at MassWildlife.
Well, the mandate of every Fish and Wildlife agency across the country is to protect native species, our native wildlife resources. And timber rattlesnakes are not only an important icon, but they're a native species of Massachusetts, been here longer than we have.
Okay, Tom French, thank you so much for coming in and explaining what's going to be happening over there. Thank you.
Thank you.